There's one thing that all great shooters have in common, and that's complete control over their mechanics. That's not something you're born with, you have to practice it. Being great in competition means relentlessly focusing on the small things. In this class, I'm going to show you my mechanics and how I structure the work that I do. You have to get in the gym and put a ball in your hands and work on your mechanics every single day. If you can commit to doing that, you can be as great as you want to be. That was my walk.
Roll 3.
Growing up, I was always the littlest guy on my team. Even now, I think I still am. And so when I speak to those undersized guys that are trying to find how they can make an impact on the team, how they can be vocal leaders, you can't lead by example. You can be the hardest working guy on the team. The first one in, last one out type of mentality. That underdog, kind of thought process is something that drove me for a very long time. To prove, naysayers wrong, but mostly it's all based on the confidence that you have in yourself. You don't listen to what anybody says you can't do because you know that you can. It might be tough. It might be, you might have to overcome a lot more than the next guy next to you, but that's what makes it all worth it. You can impact, people by how you approach your everyday, and that's something that I still try to do. There were 2 huge turning points in my life when I kind of understood a lot about myself and the certain decisions that I made. I didn't necessarily regret them, but it exposed me to my own kind of confidence and thought process. And when I was a freshman, I didn't take a chance at trying out for the varsity team. I felt a little scared, a little nervous, and I think I took the easy way out trying to play JV and not really, putting myself out there and shooting for the moon. And about halfway through my JV season, I really regretted that decision because I felt like I was good enough to play on the next level, but I didn't really have that belief to put that into action when the time mattered. And so I told myself I would never be timid about anything like that ever again. And then, fast forward to my senior year in high school, I wasn't getting recruited as heavily as I thought I was supposed to. The waiting process trying to get recruited was really stressful. It really nagged at me pretty much every day. It drove me to work hard, but then when I didn't have any patience then. I was getting frustrated with the process because I felt like the time that I had put in and my own belief in my game at that point wasn't being reflected in the scholarship offers and the attention from the big time Division I schools, and none of it worked out. And so it wasn't a great feeling, but when I was able to pick a school in Davidson, a real small school, nobody knew about them from a basketball standpoint, that I was able to create my own journey and my own story, and understanding the power and the beauty in that, and embracing it. It taught me patience. It taught me to appreciate the opportunity you have, and that everything happens for a reason, and to embrace whatever your story is, and the rest is history. I'm Stephen Curry, and this is my masterclass.